साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namo. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namah. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrar Swamini Moksha Pradayani Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namah.
Good evening. My name is Chris. This is Learn to Meditate from Perth, Western Australia. Thank you for joining us. Today, the theme is about reactions and how this impedes our capacity to enjoy and to feel the joy of our spirit. So today we'll listen to 2 talks by Shri Mataji and have a guided meditation, and then finish with some outro music. Thanks for joining with us. As we come into Easter, the theme is often about forgiveness and focuses on the Agya chakra, which is the center of forgiveness and the center of governed by Jesus Christ. But today the theme will be about things within us, our conditionings from the outside, our ego, which bring up dislikes and causes us to react according to the events that present themselves. But if we watch and don't react, according to Sahaja Yoga, and don't analyze the things that are before us, we can experience more readily the play of life, and also to enjoy it as it comes to us and to see it for what it is, rather than be frustrated or be put off or be unsettled by the events that may happen during the day. And the events of the day are not in our control. Only our reactions to them are in our control. So a good discipline is that we just look at the world as it comes, and not see things in terms of I like this or I don't like this, which is just the expression of our ego, or conditionings which are built within us and that we carry through our lives, and this prevents us from being universal beings where we're one with the collective consciousness and one with humanity. And so it's not a question of training, it's a question of just finding that silence within ourselves, balancing ourselves, maintaining our innocence, and bringing the ego and the conditionings inward, sucking them in, and just enjoying life as a play, and being detached and surrendering to what the divine gives us. So we're not influenced by politics. Shri Mataji says that she doesn't have any politics. It's just divine politics. The politics of the divine, and the politics of the divine is that everybody should feel joy, and the problems of the world are because people do not feel joy. If they felt the joy, there wouldn't be as many problems. So, I mean, I think that's enough that can be said about that. A very simple thing: don't react, just enjoy. And the way we do that is going to the meditative mood, and we start by raising the Kundalini, as we always do, and tying a bandhan above the head, and then doing a second time, and then a third time. And then doing a bandhan back and forth 7 times. It's the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, and the 7th. And now we take both hands and put them to the Mother Earth, because the joy and the wisdom comes from the Mother Earth. We ask the Mother Earth to give us that wisdom. Wisdom not to react, to see things as they are, so we can enjoy whatever comes to us. So both hands pointed to Mother Earth, and just feel the Mother Earth giving us her wisdom, giving us the innocence, her innocence. The innocence that underwrites our spiritual journey, and allow it to happen. Then also with this innocence is humility. Mother Earth, please give us humility, so we can enjoy our meditation and connect with the all-pervading energy, the divine energy. Just feel Mother Earth cleansing, balancing, establishing our innocence. And we need also to balance the left with the right with the left side of our being, of our subtle being. So we take the left hand and just place it on our lap and keep the right hand pointing to the Mother Earth. Here we're going to clear out the left side of emotions. So all our lethargy, procrastinations, frustrations, emotional turmoil that we have experienced during the day or during the week, allow the Mother Earth to suck it out. everything that's holding us back, everything that's making us unsettled, agitated, dissatisfied, which are very easy to do in this society. If things don't work out to expectations. So allow the Mother Earth to take out all that emotional baggage. Mother Earth, please suck it all out. Right, now take that right hand and place it on the lap and point the left hand. So you bend the elbow and you use your left hand as a chimney to exit out all the heat of the right side, the planning, the thinking, the ego of the right side, the heat that's generated in the liver for all our activity and thinking and analysing that's happened during the day, the rushing, the running around. So let that exit out through to the ether, all the heat, all the negative energy from the right side. Just feel it come out through the left hand, through your fingertips, into the ether and the sky. So you balance the left with the right. So that excess energy is gone. And we can stay in the center or go into the center after a busy day. It might be a busy day staying out of balance, not being in a meditative mood. So we need to get that energy out. Please, ether element, please take out all the excess energy from my right side. So let's take that left hand and place it back on the lap, and then just get the right hand and bring it in the middle, raising the Kundalini, and so it comes up to the fontanelle, and you can feel that energy above your head. And do that a second time. Might be a cool breeze, maybe warmth, don't worry. And a flow of energy through the center and connecting to the all-pervading divine power. So we get that connection. Just keep our attention there. So only in the center can we be detached. We can see the play, witness our life, be in the meditative mood, enjoy everything that comes to us, and feel the peace within. And the time we spend connected is important. And clear and re-energize our chakras. So now we'll listen to a talk by Shri Mataji about the role of reactions in keeping us from feeling the joy within.
In the West, we have become very speedy, no doubt. And to bring down this speed, we have to use meditative process that we feel our peace within ourselves. Also the thoughts are bombarding our minds and we react very fast to others and to these thoughts. So one has to be aware. One has to be knowing what is happening within yourself. That the thoughts are bombarding you. You are trying to ascend and you find it very difficult to get rid of the thoughts. The thought process can start by your conditioning or by your ego. Only two problems. And you are the one who is under the challenge. So you have got these simple people in the village who start watching everything, but they do not react. If you do not react, then your thoughts will give up. So the first thing should be to watch yourself that you are not reacting, but you are experiencing and enjoying the silence, the subtleties, the beauty, the glory of your being as well as whatever is around you. You don't have to force yourself to break this habit. but just to be on the watch out. It's not necessary to talk too much about it also. Nor it is necessary to think about anything. Because supposing you see a tree, so it's a tree only. What are we going to think about it? And whatever we may think about it, it's going to be the tree. So there's no harm in appearing little bit stupid, doesn't matter. But this is the basic thing, is that when we start analyzing, we are breaking our own nerves and poisoning our own mind and brain. So to watch something without analysis, without thinking about it, is reality. If you can achieve that point where you watch everything without reacting, you are in reality. And then only the penetration into the subtleties of your surroundings, of your relationships, your friendships, the whole universe dawns upon you. So to judge others, to think of others, what they are doing, what's wrong with them, about anything whatsoever you may think is wrong, is not going to be corrected. Like I know some people who are especially bureaucrats, they are travelling, supposing by the car. Then they will say, I think, you see, this road should have gone this way. Or I think it would have been nice if this house was facing the other way. But it's not, see. It is not going to face. It is going to be the way it is. So what is the use of wasting your brain, your mind, your thought in suggesting something which doesn't work out? And never going to work out either. So when we start like, I think these trees should have been little taller, but they are not. I think that the crows should stop their noise. They will not. So just accept it. Acceptance is the way we are going to enjoy. But acceptance doesn't mean tolerance, because tolerance means you have to work very hard to accept that the trees are of the same height. They can't grow. It's too much for you. When you say I have to tolerate it, you see, because my mind doesn't accept. So, acceptance as it is, whatever you see, acceptance. And that is how people grow, I have seen, those who start accepting. That's the sign. That's the sign of their strength and their depth. like the propensity of this Mother Earth. She is what she is. And she bears whatever is there. If you put a heavy thing on her, she'll put equal and opposite force and bear it. She doesn't say, I'm tolerating it, I'm exerting any pressure. But she's just accepting. So the witnessing and awareness develops when we start just accepting things as they are. I think doesn't work out. I think it would have been better like this, doesn't work out.
So with our attention at the Saraswara, just meditate for 4 minutes.
So we are here to give joy, happiness to everyone, to make everyone happy. There are so many ways of making others happy. And for that we have to learn also. So many things we have to learn how to make others happy. And then when you make them happy, then you feel that joy within yourself. Oh, that's so happy. See their happiness, then only this lotus opens out much more. Like a ripple, moves and moves to the end of the shores, and then from the shore it returns back to you. In the same way, when your joy reaches the joy of others, then the ripples that come up make a beautiful pattern of your life. Just think of such situations where you did something good to others, been very nice to others, and then you found the joy in that person, and how that joy came back to you. Think of that pattern that you felt so subtly in your life, how it is built in. Whenever you think of that time or that moment or that area, whole picture comes to you. And you think, what a time. But that time is eternally within you, all the time. And that's why is Diwali so important. You are all, as I said, you are my light. And the light is there, which is an eternal light. These lights will be finished. We'll have to light them every year, not you people. You have eternal light. And this light is going to spread joy. What's the problem of this world? The whole problem, you take it. There's no joy. Simple as that. There's no joy. If they had joy, they would not have done all these nonsensical things. There's no joy. When you have joy, you don't want to fight, you don't want to do anything that is harmful, you don't want to say anything harsh to anyone. Not only that, but you do not want to have something that will spoil this Mother Earth or which will bring ecological problem. No, you just don't want it. Don't want to do anything because it harms others. People feel unhappy about it, whether it is here, India, anywhere. You just feel that, why should I do such a thing which is not so congenial to others? I mean, it's not joy-giving. So when you have joy, you have to be joy-giving. And if you are not joy-giving, that means there's something lacking in your Sahaja Yoga, and that's why we have to come up now. We have to become Sahaja Yoginis and Sahaja Yogis. That is joy-giving society. We can change our name if you like, if not Sahaja Yoga is good, Joy-Giving Association. Now also we should find out what kills the joy. That's important. What kills the joy? First I said we must have wisdom. Wisdom means that it gives you detachment. Detachment from all that is selfishness, self-centeredness, self-obsession, ego, all connected with self. Can you imagine? Selfish, the self, means the spirit. Selfishness is what? Is the one that completely darkens the self. Because You think of yourself, your children, your family, that's all. At the most. Even that sometimes not, sometimes it's only yourself. And when you start thinking like that, and when you start becoming smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, the lotus collapses. But to think about others is so great. In my case, it's different. If I think about myself, really, I tell you, I feel very happy, nice, joyous. I must tell you, I must confess. But some people I think of immediately, my chakras start catching. And I feel, oh God, why did I think of such a person? I mean, the chakras start moving fast for that person. Because this body is so generous that you can't imagine, even if I see somebody, suddenly the chakras start working for that, as if I am responsible for everybody's chakras which are gone off, which I am in a way, but to such an extent. But still, I think about people who are in trouble, about every one of you. Why? Why do I think? Because I know that if I can improve your chakras, you will be happy. I don't have to logically go to that point, but just my body knows it. It works. It works and feels very happy. When I see somebody getting a realization, it's such a great joy to me. When I see somebody being relieved of the problem, such a joy to me. Because joy giving is the character, nature of spirit.
That was a beautiful raga to soothe the Agya chakra. So to close off the meditation, we'll just do a simple exercise with our hands to bring down the ego. So we can use our right hand just to take the ego, as if you're grabbing the ego, and just bring it down to the right side. So in Sahaja Yoga, we use our hands, we don't use our thoughts. So once we use our heart, we can use our hands. We just take it as if we're grabbing that ego and bringing it down. And do it again. Obviously, our desire is that our ego be brought into check. And then we can do the same with our conditionings. So on the right side, we bring it down to the left. And then, of course, we can use our hand, place it across the Agya. Then from our heart, you can give ourselves, I forgive myself. And I forgive everyone else. I forgive. I forgive. I forgive. And that's just said from the heart. I forgive. Then we can touch the fontanelle and feel the cool breeze above our head. Hope you enjoy this meditation. We'll close off with a piece of music that would be good for our detachment. But before we do that, let's raise the Kundalini. Kaya Bandhan. The third time, and then do a bandhan up and back 7 times. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Namaste. Thank you for joining us and for sharing your vibrations. And I hope you enjoyed the meditation and the presentation. We'll see you next week.
Bolo Sadashiva Bolo Namo Shivaya Bolo Sadashiva